The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. On first down, Justin Herbert trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Chargers nothing. Sterling Richard set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Grant Delpit.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Chubb again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert off of play action. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this.
That was my pick.
25-yard line.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now Herbert off the bootleg, steps away. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. 3rd and 2, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Charles, they won last week. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Chargers, nothing.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. So Mike's number 1, Mike's number 2.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
One play at a time. Here we go.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Browns 21, Chargers nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
13-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some...
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Watkins. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Herbert's throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Let's go. Mike 4.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's Williams on the catch.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler.
And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the 1st down.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the 1st down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up fourth.
For the field goal, a 47-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything.
There he goes, right side.
Ain't doing nothing.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait until the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert, he's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
and attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Again, Herbert. He's got Allen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Herbert. He dumps it off to Drake. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
We just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Touchdown, Chargers! Andy Janovich in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Browns drive about to get started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
Drive about to get started.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third.
Levi Wallace with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Mayfield on play action. Forced out to his left.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Beckham. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Chargers 10.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 30. 10. Touchdown.
Robert Tonyan,
An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Browns 35. Chargers 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. He's at the 40, the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns add on to their lead. The point after is good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
42. Chargers 17.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
To the air again, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, L.A.
Austin Eckler.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Seibert on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Browns 42, Chargers 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go play action. Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Mayfield's throw complete there to Beckham.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the Chargers' 18-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Browns get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? The ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Now, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, In high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Flushed out right. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go. I'm going back to you.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. Second down, here's Chubb again. Fights off the defender, and he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. To throw, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Chubb.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
He'll try again.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
56, Chargers 24.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21.
It's Eckler again. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the give, this is Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And some room to work. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 33. A big gain there on 3rd and long. Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by John Johnson.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big connection.